My dear child, a God has planned and prepared something amazing for you. The enemy would not be attacking you too hard if there was not something so valuable inside of you. Thieves don't break into empty house. You are much more than the sum of the negative circumstances that have happened to you. Discouragement is often the greatest when breakthrough is the closest. God loves to take the raw thing that is happened to us and take it became the best thing he does through us. The enemy can't win unless he convinces you to quit. Whatever you do, don't quit. The devil is a liar and you are so close. God has planned and prepared something amazing for you. If it is not good yet, it only means God is not done yet. This is your season to recover all. God is going to restore everything the enemy stole from your life and family. My child, know that it is a poor spiritual hygiene to ignore your intuition. Stop neglecting the subtle whispers of your intuition. This can lead to a life that feels disconnected and unfulfilled. Live a life that pleases your higher self, not other people. No more betraying yourself, no more denying what you feel. So, the fear of someone else's distorted perception of you should not dictate the choices you make. So, you are not responsible for how others choose to see you. Your responsibility lies in being true to yourself and standing firm in your light. So take a moment to silence the external chatter, the opinions of others, and the never ending demands of the world. So close your eyes and listen, not with your ears, with the depth of your soul. Hear the whispers of your higher self. So life gets a lot easier when you gain the strength to ignore certain things. You will never get ahead if you stop to address every little thing that is said. Give yourself permission to be happy. You don't need anybody's approval to do so. The right people will respect it and the rest are irrelevant. Your energy is sacred. Not everyone deserves access to you. So, my child, know that. Let go of the worry and stress of waiting for the right time. Focus on the peace of knowing it will happen rather than the pace it is happening, and the must sometimes go slow. So you can prepare for when it starts to go fast. Appreciate the beauty in the pace and give thanks for the peace. Trust that all is well and that everything is working out for your highest good. When you start doubting whether your prayers are being answered, the universe will surprise you with new opportunities and coincidences. Let go of how you think your blessing should arrive and allow yourself to be amazed by life's generosity. Pay attention to the goodness happening now. Your miracle can manifest in an instant. Miracles can and do happen all the time, and there is no reason to believe that you can't be in receipt of miracles yourself. Expect miracles to occur in your life. Expect great things to happen. Just know right now that your wish has been heard by the universe, and the universe is working on delivering just what you have asked for. So take some time to ground yourself today. There are things manifesting and coming into form, and grounding will help you ground this manifestation into reality. So, whether it is a moving ideas into creation, creating a new relationship, moving forward with a work project, or something else, bringing yourself into the present moment and being grounded will help you shape things into life. So, my child, know that. This message is asking to begin your week by being more compassionate to yourself. Start paying attention to your own thoughts and not so much on what others may or may not think of you. Every time you have critical thought about yourself, make an effort to replace the critical thought with a positive and loving one. You are a beautiful soul, and even though you may perceive that you are less than perfect, and you are perfect just as you are. The physical world we live in is simply spirit clothed in matter, and from a spiritual perspective, what we achieve in this life pales into insignificance compared to what already are. In essence, you are an eternal being full of love and light, and even though in your mind things may not seem so, in actuality, you are perfect just as you are. There is nothing to fix in your life right now. You just need to love and ascend yourself. The winter solstice is a magical time filled with light. It invites rebirth of new beginning and opportunities. Something amazing is about to happen in your life. There is magic inside of you. Believe in the impossible and have a faith even if things don't look promising. The energy in this message brings renewed hope that you must focus on the light within you. This is a reminder to always believe in your dreams. God will never let you down. Focus on what you feel in your heart and let go of any fear and doubt. Give it to God. Focus on your strength and carry it with you. You are abundantly blessed that you must trust the process. Things will get better, just have a faith. The forces of love are at work behind the scene. Expect a joyous, positive outcomes. Use it to your advantage and don't let no negativity stop you from getting what you truly want. You are amazing. Dear souls, know that someone never thought that they will be get involved with anyone so much, especially getting involved emotionally with someone. This person, they are not used to it. It is possible that this person have many options available for them. when it comes to relationship and love connection, and they also had multiple relationship in their past life, but they never see the connection with anyone which they feel with you. And when you meet this person, they took this connection very casually and also for granted. They always thought that it will be very easy for them to stay away from you for some time and then completely move on from you, but things get complicated. When it does not seem to be happen like that, this person is not only obsessed with you, but also they are obsessed with your presence in their life, and they are not sure what they can offer you right now or what they will offer you in future also. But one thing is sure from their side, that they want you to be a part of their life always. This person don't want you to share your time, your energy with anyone else. Seeing you with anyone else is this person's biggest fear, not only with another partner, but they are jealous from anyone who comes around you, whether it is a family member or friend. They want to be the topmost priority person in your life. So, my child, know that. Something says that enjoy this phase of your life. This time is not going to come back. 2 years down the line, you might just look back at this time and laugh. Sometimes about your energy is appealing right now, and I see a person who really loves how you deal with things. This person has started to feel safe in your presence, and they love to be around your energy. Understand yourself, my loves. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. You have a certain nature, and I see that people around you understand that about. Maybe in the past some people did not, but now you have manifested a tribe who do know what you are and how you are. It is an energy of absolute purity and authenticity, and that's exactly your true element. I hear a lot of giggles and happiness because your authentic self is manifesting authenticity. Also, remember this, that every move in your life is about independence and courage. Never let go of that independent nature of yours, because that is your authenticity. All that exists right now around you is because of your authenticity. Nurture that, never feel shy about that side. On the longest night of the year, you need to freeze whatever you no longer want. Write down all the things that are unpleasant or that you are not feeling good about on a piece of paper. And now, during the winter solstice combined with the end of 2023 and the beginning of 2024 are the best time to do it. Once you wrote down all your unpleasant and unwanted feelings, things, and even person, screw it up tightly into a ball and toss it right in the back of your freezer. This ancient magical ritual helps freeze and reduce your sadness and helps to move you forward in your life. When you are feeling better, you can take the ball of paper back and off the freezer. By doing that, you are realizing and surrendering all this negative and endless energy which keeps you stuck and prevents you from finding true happiness. So, dear souls, know that. Do you truly believe that what you are seeking is possible? Or is there a part of what you doubting that things can evolve in the way you would like it to and that it is not realistic? Lack of belief can cause things to fail before you have even given things a chance. Sometimes you just need to trust the universe and have a that belief both in that the universe is guiding you towards that successes and in yourself for taking the guided steps that turn this into your reality. There are many people out there who have created things, invented things that others would not have dreamed possible, that they would have thought was being unrealistic. The smartphone that most people use on a daily basis was once a dream. In fact, just a basic landline phone was once a dream, and I'm sure those involved in the development of this thing faced many doubters and many hurdles they needed to overcome on the path to creation. Often, the difference is that belief in being able to succeed, not giving up at when you hit a difficulty, because you know that deep down everything will work out despite and blips and bumps along the path. Things may not work out in the careful way you plan for things to happen, but that does not mean failure. It just means the universe know a bit more than you and either trying to impact more knowledge so that it becomes better than you imagine or to direct you down a different way of getting what you need to succeed. Don't stop believing, remove all those blocks within you that dampen your belief. Believe in your own power and in the power of the universe so that you can succeed. My child, know that. Please be kind to yourself, forgive the ones who hurt you, forgive the people who left you, forgive the people who broke your trust and lied to you. Forgive that person you give your hurt to but fail to fully give his hurt back to you. Forgive them for forgive them for failing and be kind to yourself by forgiving the ones who brought your life sadness because this is the only you will live a life of true happiness. Start by forgiving yourself for hurting you. While it is important to forgive those who caused you pain, it is equally important to forgive yourself. In the back of your mind only hurt you. Forgive yourself for holding on for too long. Forgive yourself for loving someone without being loved in return. Forgive yourself for not forgetting. Forgive yourself for not mending. Forgive yourself for wounds and foolishly. Forgive yourself just like how you were kind enough to forgive others. Please be kind to yourself. Stop looking for a sanctuary in other people and be your own home. Loving yourself is the simplest way of being kind to yourself. Sometimes it is okay to be lost, to feel lost, so don't be afraid to wandering and instead of seeking safety in the arms of other, learn to find solace in your because only then you will realize that you are never really alone. Know that where you are is where you belong right now. Tomorrow, when you feel like it, you may start surrounding yourself with people and things that could be a part of your home, but always remember that you hold the key to the door of your own happiness. So, my child, know that a beautiful life is not stumbled upon, it is built, it is chosen, it is nurtured over the years. A beautiful life is made from the heart, not the head. It is not one we can rationalize our way into, it is one that must be felt. A beautiful life is not one that is immediately comfortable, but one grow through the acknowledgement of what is worth being uncomfortable for. It is not one that is easy, it is one that is worth it. A beautiful life is composed of the thing our 90-year-old selves would have wished we would done with the years in which we were so young did not realize. Before the decades piled up and passed us by, and we come to find how little time even the luckiest among us have, and it is made of all the little whispered prayers they would have for us, and as they look back the same way we imagine our younger selves now and wish we could impact and instill so much guidance. So often leaning in the direction of go where your heart already calls you, move towards the truth you already know. Beautiful life is made with someone who not only makes you fall in love with them, but makes you fall in love with the person you became and because of them. The kind of human being they push and inspire you to be, the kind of person who loves you as you are while still holding space for your growth, the kind who would carry you down the step if you could not walk anymore, who would hold your hand until the last minute of the last hour. With whom you could have nothing but it would still feel like everything. Happiness is not how your life appears, it is reality of your connection to it, how deeply and intimately those bonds run, how much you truly care about what you were doing and the people around you, and the memories you made, and how bravely you put your heart into your days rather than hiding yourself away and wondering if you could make things appear full on the surface while it all sits empty just beneath. So, my child, know that. Fear is a lack of faith, of trust, and fear is at the root of all negative feelings. It is what making you frustrated, angry, stressed, and anxious. Identify what is really going on deep down, then overblame if that faith. Are you fearing the unknown, fearing change, fearing losing control, fearing failure? God is the answer. God is your security. He is working behind the scene. You just gotta trust. Name your fear and give it to God. The quicker you do this, as the feelings are happening, the quicker your peace returns. Growth requires us to leave something behind. It can be our habits, beliefs, careers, mindset, and even people. This shift can be unsettling, requires questioning long held assumptions. It is not easy to let go of the comfort of the familiar, but it is a necessary step towards progress. Then there are the people in your life who may no longer resonate with the person you are becoming. Make space for grief in the midst of growth. You have to mourn your former life to make space for a new year you. So, my child, know that. There are two scenarios coming in this reading. It can be for two different group of people. For first group, I am seeing that you have a work in your hand and you are working really hard to achieve your goal, and it can be work from home. For many of you that you have recently started or you want to start your own home based business, you are putting energy is in right direction. You will soon get your result, but you need to first stop comparing yourself with another people who is in same field as you. If you are only thinking till now and not have started anything, you can start your business, especially if you do anything related to healing, spirituality, tarot card reading, art, entertainment, gift item, cooking, baking. Then you will be very successful in your business. But remember, it will not be going to happen overnight. It will take some time. For second group, I am seeing that you are doing a job or business, or you want to do some business, or you are looking for a new opportunity, job change in your life. Even if you have new job offer, new business offer in your hand, you should wait for some time. You should wait for minimum 2 months from now. After that, you can start something new. After that, you can change your job, your work, your area, your location, but not before that. You can be interested in doing something which is related to speaking, communication, leadership, people management, signals, transportation, water. And if you do something related to this area, it can be a job or business, then you will be very successful. For group 2, there are a born leader inside you which need to be recognized by the world. My child, know that freedom begins where desire ends. What does freedom mean to you? Where do you think it lies? Do you think it can be found in money, power, recognition, or enlightenment? Freedom commences where desire ceases. Freedom exists only in the present. You cannot plan for it or save it in a freedom piggy bank to make use of later. Live in the moment and live freely. Freedom is wherever you happen to be. Look around you and seek it out. Invite in it right now into a moment that is full of potential, including the chance of freedom. Be open to it and use that freedom sometimes to behave a little irrationally or rashly, and perhaps increasingly often. Every now and then, it will give you the courage to pick yourself up and smile at yourself at the idea of acting responsibly. So, without wishing in any way to denigrate or disregard common sense, since freedom is magnanimous and can therefore accept everything with ease, when you are free in your own self, you are at one with life purpose. You feel bound to nothing and to no one. It is only then that everything will flow through you freely and that the perfect light of great potential will find its way to you unchallenged. To be free means to love everything without wishing to, without asking for meaning or reward. So, my child, know that. Fall in love with someone who chooses you, someone who fights for what you have when difficulty hangs heavy in the air, someone who insists that you are stronger together, capable of beating the odds, capable of turning even the messiest parts of life into lessons instead of reasons to live. Fall in love with someone who is your calm place in a chaotic world. Someone who builds your restless heart a safe space within their own. Fall in love with someone who takes the time to remember how you like your coffee in the morning. Someone who just pick up on your energy because they have made the effort to dive into the depth of it. Fall in love with someone who pays attention, someone who reaches for your hand when you are having a nightmare. Someone who holds you a little tighter when the world tries to soften you. Fall in love with someone who cares enough to see you. Fall in love with someone who inspires you to be a better person. Someone who shows you the gardens within your soul where you only ever used to see cemeteries. Fall in love with someone who makes you believe in your goodness. Someone who supports you. Who relentlessly encourage your mind and your talent every moment. You question your purpose. Fall in love with someone who is proud of you. But most importantly, fall in love with someone who makes an effort that stretches far beyond poetic words or passive convenience. Fall in love with someone who genuinely fills your life with wonder and foundation. And the kind of hope that spills out of you and into everything you do. Fall in love with someone who teaches you that love can be rediscovered, reimagined, transformed into something that is honest and gracious and so for you that it feels like it was knit into your every cell before you even meet them. Fall in love with someone who makes you want to be vulnerable, someone who shows you that it is okay to have a faith in the heart of another. That it is courageous to try for something, just fall in love with someone who is both your safe place and your biggest adventure. And never forget that you can also be this person for yourself too. Who wins the light or the darkness of all the things you can't control? You do get to decide this for your personal life, light or dark, accepting or angry, faith or anxiety. Trust or stress, and while life is full of all the feelings at any given time, you decide which one wins out. When you are at your lowest, upset, overblamed, you can choose for God to take over. So you can throw your hands up in surrender and go with God's flow. Know that God wins. Let Him win over the negative in your life too. That is up to you. Dear child, know that as we reflect on the lessons and growth of 2023, there is much to be gained from looking inward and connecting to our deepest wisdom. This year taught us to trust our intuition, that inner GPS guiding us towards truth. Yet we also learn that lasting connections require effort, vulnerability, and communication. We cannot cling to those who wish to leave but must rather cherish the relationships nurture through mutual understanding. Letting go was difficult, but in emptying our hands, we made space for life's blessing. By prioritizing peace and self acceptance, we became resilient in the face of rejection, recognizing that opportunities aligned with our authentic selves will not require begging. Although we were tempted by complacency, stepping courageously into new experiences allow us to encounter kindred spirits and unlock our greatest potential. The challenges of this year loses risk, uncomfortable changes have all precipitated growth as we move forward into an uncertain future. May we hold fast to the lessons that brought us solace, joy, and purpose. By believing in our own inner light and facing each moment with compassion, we are sure to look back on the coming year with gratitude for all it has given us. We keep 2023 is lesson in the back of our mind and front of our heart. The path ahead promises to nurture our highest self if we let this year difficult but empowering lessons guide our way. We can guarantee next year will have all the space it needs to show us what it's mean to. So, my child, know that. Shine your light for all to see. You are like a lighthouse, and your light can illuminate any dark areas of your life. This mermaid reminds you to shine your light wherever you go and not be shy. She reminds you to be aware that light is attractive to others and acts rather like a magnet, drawing others to it like moths to a flame. When light is present, darkness can't exist. So, this is not to say that darkness is bad, far from it. In fact, for in the darkness, gestation occurs, and in the womb like sanctuary of darkness, ideas are formed and protected. It is important to remember that both light and dark are necessary for growth. A seed grows in darkness before it reaches for and is nurtured by the light. When your light shines fully, you have the ability not only to illuminate your own path but also the path of others. Positive, a positive attitude can carry you through any situation. A positive mindset can literally change the future, allowing miracles to occur. This super positive mermaid is holding her arms outstretched as she calls to you to allow more positivity into your life. Practicing meditation and affirmations can be very helpful in changing your mindset into a positive one. Sharing your positivity is a beautiful thing if those around you are not feeling so great. Being close to positive people a bit like having your batteries charged just by being in their presence. Are you in need of a positivity boost? And if so, think of some things that lift your spirits, perhaps meditation, a meal with friends, a walk by the ocean, and so on. It is a good idea to make a positivity checklist that you can use when you need a boost. This does not mean that you need to be positive all the time, as that would be almost impossible. So, my child, know that it's human to unknowingly bring expectations into a relationship. We expect our spouse to understand our unexpressed feelings. We expect our friends to have perfect words for our grief. We expect our mentors to have a advice on demand. We expect our boss to compliment us more often. Even unconscious expectations lead to disappointment and frustration in the relationship that matter most. Our relationship with Jesus is no expectation. The Bible shows us that God often moves differently than we might expect. Although we may not always understand His ways, we can trust He is always working out what is ultimately good and loving. The Christmas story especially shows us that our expectations of how and when God should move are limited by our own perspective. Although we may not always understand His ways, we can trust He is always working out what is ultimately good in and loving for us. Jeriha doubted Elizabeth could give birth to the Messiah forerunner in her old age. Mary had questioned about the miracle of the incarnation. Joseph almost divorced Mary and removed himself from raising Jesus. Our Savior Jesus is magnificent just like Mary. You can treasure Him and think about Him often during this Christmas season. Practicing spiritual disciplines can help you behold God's beauty and goodness through the holiday. The goal is that Jesus' world captivated your heart. So, this is not a complete list of discipline. No such thing exists. These are Christmas specific ideas to get you started. Meditate on the Christmas story instead of searching for theological understanding. Listen to specific word or phrase that the Spirit of Jesus highlights. Let this lead you into a conversation with Him. Receive empathy for challenging feelings. The holidays have a way. We have spiritual directors who are available to care for you if you need some extra support. Worship with other believers, worship especially with our brothers and sisters in Christ, remind us of the greatness, goodness, and beauty of Jesus' arrival. The Holy Spirit help us to overflow in joy and gratitude to God. Ask God to lead you to an Advent specific scripture to pray silently and repeatedly throughout this season. Praying this way gently shifts your attention to Jesus whenever your mind drifts. Serve like Jesus did, practice small love by serving those around you, especially those who felt needs. By caring for others, you are reminding yourself of Jesus' love for you and all humanity and overflowing with love back to Him. My child, know that it is the time for you to take the jump and have a faith within you. However, you are guided to be more aware. The Spirit knows what kind of dream you are after in this lifetime. You need to be aware of this, or you may be struggling to achieve those goals, love, and career. This is not the time to give up but embrace the changes. The difference is and open your heart fully to be able receiving the love that you have been desired. Something beautiful is coming at the corner. Something is about to developing into the next level. Be ready and look away. You will be surprised. Some of you have been looking for a sign, confirmation, or answer. You might not get what you want at the moment, but stay still. You wish will be slowly granted. If you have been wondering the intention towards you, their intention is pure loving, stability, security, long term relationship with you. I'm hearing this is it, this is your lifetime partner, this is a pure true love, and yes, you will only experience this one in a lifetime. However, it requires a lot of patience, effort, and faith not only to each other but have a faith within yourself. And with this, you and this person are able to create a very strong foundation. Either your person can tend to be jealous, overprotective, or perhaps petty. This is not because of your fault, but this what the past made them act this way, and also because they want you all themselves. And with this, you and this person are able to create a very strong foundation. Either your person can tend to be jealous, overprotective, or perhaps pretty. This is not because of your fault, but this what the past made them act this way, and also because they want you all themselves. We are all equipped with an intuition that is potent, trustworthy, and impeccably attuned to our true path. Whenever you use it or not is up to you. Here are a few ways to turn up the volume on that trustworthy inner voice. Meditate. Messages from your intuition tend to be quiet, so spending time in silence will help you hear and interpret these messages. Start noticing all that you can with your five conventional senses. Doing so can raise your sensitivity to your spiritual senses, being aware of energies and thoughts surrounding you. Decode your dreams. When the cognitive this mind is busy, it can override the intuitive right brain and the subconscious mind, the wellspring of intuition. But when you are sleeping, your cognitive mind rests and opens space for the subconscious mind to contact you in dreams. Feel more, think less. The mind thinks, always chattering away, arguing with itself, trying to make sense of everything. Intuition, on the other hand, feels if you are not sure whether you are listening to your fearful mind or your trustworthy intuition. See if you can differentiate whether you are thinking or feeling. Align with your values. Your mind says steer you away from your integrity, but your intuition never will. So become comfortable with how you feel when you are withdrawing your values, and you will learn what intuition does not feel like. Learn what it feels like to behave in alignment with your values, and you will start to sense your intuition more clearly. Dear someone, know that I know you can feel my energy around you, and you know very well that this is not the end of our connection, because it cannot be. I'm deeply sorry for my action. I never intended to hurt you, but all I did is that only. I know that this is not the first time I did something wrong, and then I'm coming towards you for an apology, and you are fed up of this behavior of mine. But I want to tell you that this all happened because of my fears, because of my insecurities. I never let you come close to my heart because I have the fear that you will see the real me and you will not like me at all, just like everyone else did not, and you will leave me. And to be honest, the thought of you rejecting me and leaving me for someone else is equal to that for me, even worse that. Whether you believe it or not, you are the only person who truly gets me, and you are the true love of my life. I thought that you are just a person whom I liked a lot, but with time, I unfold the truth of my life, that you are the love of my life and you are my true happiness. I cannot live without you. So I'm going through a lot right now. I'm not doing well, but I don't want to drag you in all this. I want to come clean to you. This time I don't want to give you false hope. I love you and I will love you till the end, and after that also. You very well that I have changed myself so much just because of you and just for you. So we will be together again because no one or nothing can stop us from living our lives together with love and happiness. So, dear someone, know that. Trust me when I tell you that behind all those smiles, all that laughter is a girl who has lived to hide her tears and bury pieces of her existence every time people let her down. She has lived the darkest nights and seen her worst nightmares take charge of her reality. She is a warrior with a tender heart. Please handle her wounds with care. And when you claim to love her, I hope you will mean it with every atom of your existence. Every nerve and every beat of your heart, I hope you will love her even when it hurts. I hope you will love her even when she pushes you between the border of love and hatred. I hope you will never leave her even when you see her darkest side. She is being hurt and her heart has turned cold. I hope you will love her enough to make her bloom again. Hope you will love her even when she shuts out the world. When she is hard to handle, please pull her and wrap your arms around her. Tell her that you are there to stay forever. Even when tomorrow has so many uncertainties. Please don't make promises that you can never keep, never lie to her, never make her feel unwanted. She has a big heart and sometimes she don't step when it's time to put herself first. She will love you and when she does so, she will give you her best. She will fall in love with the way you sleep and your voice when you are annoyed. She will love you to the core of her world. I hope you never lose her like the way others did. Love her when she is beautiful like spring and cold and like winter. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God. And if you want your all wishes comes true, type Amen. And if you like this video, please do subscribe this channel for more encouraging wisdom words.